I talked about was a lot of the stuff that Chris Voss teaches and Never Split the Difference. So if you've never read that book, that is an outstanding book to read. It'll help you in sales, in your job here. It'll also help you in life. But Voss is essentially an ex-hostage negotiator for the FBI. And he takes the principles that they use to negotiate for human lives and applies them to the business world. So like one of the techniques that you can use when you're on the phone, if somebody's not giving you, information, or you just can't get them talking, is to mirror them. That's what's one of the number one tactics that you can do. And when you mirror somebody, you're essentially taking the last 2 or 3 words that they said, and you're going to repeat them back to them in a questioning tone. So if somebody says, listen, I don't really have time to deal with this right now. I'm just too busy. Too busy? Yeah, I own this place, but I've got to be the HR person. I've got to handle the insurance. I've got payroll due today. I just don't have enough time. Don't have enough time. Yeah, I mean, there's only 24 hours in a day, man. I don't know how I'm going to get done with all of this stuff. Okay. So you can literally keep a conversation going in perpetuity until they just ask you if you're a parent or whatever. But the key is, if you mirror somebody 2 or 3 times, they don't realize that you're doing it, and they're naturally going to keep the conversation going. It works. Trust me, it works. It feels weird to do it, but I'm going to tell you a story in a minute that brings everything home. The second thing that you have to do when you mirror somebody is you have to label them. You have to label them so that they know that you heard what they said and that you understand what they said. And when you label somebody, it's using words like it sounds like, it seems like, it feels like, it looks like. Okay? Not I hear, I see, I feel. You can't put I in there. You have to take I out of it. The second you put I in the conversation, it becomes about you and not about them. But if somebody says, I'm busy, man, I just don't have time. Don't have time. Yeah, I run this place. I got to do this. I got to do that. Sounds like you got a lot on your plate. Feels like maybe you need some stuff taken off your plate, honestly. Oh, you have no idea, man. It's crazy over here. And then next thing you know, you can keep the conversation going. And then how you wrap it up is kind of like the one example that I gave you in the notes, where I call it the audacious ask. It's so ridiculous that they can't help but either chuckle or say yes. But it's like, listen, I mean, would it be crazy if just this year you took the time to go through renewal maybe a couple of weeks earlier? With everything that's going on in the hard market, we found we need more time than what we've needed in the past. And the last thing I would hate to see is you push this thing back because you think this is going to be business as usual when we're in the hardest market possible. But would it be crazy if I just sent you an email with the 5 things I need to get you a quote so that we can compare what you've got? And the chances are you're going to get what you need.